feel led to touch down on this basis. So there's a couple things I see here. Okay, here's what they're saying they want to expunge the records. So they would be expunging over 15 cases of mine in admission to their prejudice towards me. But the whole class wouldn't receive but $10 million, they're saying. Okay, so a higher percentage of thousands of what they're saying, all right, would receive $10 million. But the case in New York, that case in New York, where they were talking about the case where that girl was beat up and they were talking about all them juveniles going to jail, they gave those guys, those four guys, 40 something million dollars. 40 something million dollars for that case. Okay. There's over several times the people in this case, and they gave us less than they gave those people for all the wrongs together. That's Bucks County. How can they justify that to us? Not to a system that would do wrong again and again and again and talk about gag orders, but to us as people looking at it. How can they justify that concept that $10 million was dispersed to a class of over 75,000 people, 675,000 people? That's what the first disclosure was. Then they said there was a couple million in it or something like that. I don't know. They don't have that number available. I would like to know the number of people, but they aren't telling us that. I guess they broke that down because that number would make them look bad, obviously. So anything that makes them look bad, they get rid of. They like they put this down here, all the way down here. They want to give $600, 60% to each individual. Award each individual $600 for whatever they dealt with throughout the duration of these years of violations, because obviously they had repeat offenders. They were so that's what we're looking at, how real this could be. So whatever it is, now they could have went out of their way to make this fake and just to give you something to complain about. I could imagine them doing that because maybe I'm the only individual who has found my case this guilty. It wouldn't matter if there was 10,000 people around me because their circumstances don't predicate mine. They don't have the same circumstances. So at some point, somebody would have to reach out and say, hey, are you have any claims that are bigger than the average here? Because clearly these are tactics targeting, and they'd have to consider that if this was real. So I have to imagine something bigger than this is going on. And that well, they're tending to play it under the rug. That this is just a paperwork made by Bucks County, I guess, or something, as opposed to because it's saying defendants have agreed to pay class counsel. Class counsel gets $4 million. They're saying. Now I don't know what defendants that agreed to that because that wasn't something I was involved in. But this is just to show you how much they do behind our backs. Just saying, what I'm saying is this whole thing is just it's impractical and it's perjury. It's like they're literally telling us what they decided for us, as they're saying defendants decided it. Oh, defendants have agreed. What defendants agreed? I guess they're talking about one group of defendants. I don't know. I didn't have any agreements planned, nothing. So it is.